What's up? It's Wolvesy back, and we're here to talk about the big news, the big trade deadline move from Minnesota, as D'Angelo Russell has been traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. In return, the Warriors get Wiggins and a few draft picks to cover. I think it was quite even trade. But definitely, if you look at it, Timberwolves have definitely gotten better, as D'Angelo Russell and Towns are good friends. They've been good friends since college, maybe before that. And they've always said they wanted to play together, and this is their chance to really, really make a statement in Minnesota. As Towns has been struggling, so have Minnesota, to be fair, and so has D'Angelo. He can't find a home, and hopefully this will be it for him. And I'll just talk through some points of why it's going to work there and why the Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be making good progress towards a title. Alright, so let's now compare the two teammates and let's see what they've got to offer. So let's start with Towns. Obviously, Karl-Anthony Towns is the number one pick. And he's still got a lot of development to do, but he's still young. Offensively, though, for his size, he's one of the best big men in the league. He can post up. He's got a killer deep three. We can go to the mid-range. And obviously, he's been a good defender for most of his career. But this year, he's been off it. Hopefully, D'Angelo can remotivate him, because when he's on it, he can be one of the best defenders in the league too. Obviously, now we go on to D'Angelo Russell, who has had a lot of criticism throughout his career, but last year in Brooklyn had a big breakout year. Alright, so let's look what he can do. So obviously, underrated part of his game is his passing. It hasn't been seen that much this year, because the Warriors have been losing, because they got a bunch of G League talented players who can't hit shots. D'Angelo's the only good player really out there, because Draymond was injured. So yeah, he's a great passer. Obviously, another part of his game is underrated is his ball handling. Yeah, it's not Kyrie Irving ability, but it's still decent. It allows him to create his own shot and obviously get to the rack at will. Then we go on to his shooting. He can do anything. He can floater, he can mid-range, he can get to the basket and finish with both hands off the glass. He's got some great moves to allow him to get a step back three. And his three-point shot isn't the greatest, but it's decent level. So offensively, when he's on it, he's one of the best players in the league offensively. Yes, defensively he hasn't been the best, but in his position you don't have to be that good defensively, so that's not really a problem. So let's just go through the few points of why they're going to dominate together in a few years, or not right now. So they're good friends, obviously. They know each other's games. They know how to get the best out of each other. They know what they can do, what they can't do. And, they will obviously bring that energy, that positivity of being friends. They'll probably bring the change room back together. And they'll try and bring a winning culture back. So it's got to be good for the Timberwolves. Obviously, I talked about they know each other. The chemistry is going to be off the charts. That's going to lead to one heck of a pick and roll game. Let's look at it. Towns setting the screens. D'Angelo knowing how to run the offense. Wow. It's going to be incredible. Look at D'Angelo here.
Here's Russell. The cut. And the finish. Spectacular. D'Angelo Russell.
So the God Sham God is when you toss the ball out one way and then yank it back. Good job by D'Angelo Russell showing the ball and bringing it back. Yeah, kids, that's the God Sham God.
Slithering through. Great ball handler. And he's just going to be getting easy buckets for Towns. This is going to be unstoppable in that pick and roll. Obviously, like I said, D'Angelo's a top offensive player. He's better than Wiggins. He's a better shooter, better at getting to the cut, better ball handler, can run the offense. He's got a variety of shots. And that's just going to make Towns a better player, because he's going to be able to feed Towns in the post. He's going to be able to get draw attention to himself from other defenders. And that means Towns is going to be open for easy buckets. Also, Wiggins was not doing enough for Towns offensively. He wasn't getting enough points for the Timberwolves. But I know D'Angelo can. He can be that second option, number 2 choice, maybe 1A alongside Towns, because he's a top offensive player and he can carry the offense when Towns is struggling. And obviously, let's go last of all. Possibly now, they've talked about it before, Devin Booker, D'Angelo Russell, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Just think of that a sec. They're top friends. They've always wanted to play together, and now it's looking likely on the Timberwolves. So Timberwolves open some cap space, or develop some players for the trade. Because Devin Booker doesn't look like he's going to do anything in Phoenix, and those three I believe can win a championship. Alright guys, that was just a quick review of what I think could happen and what will happen for the Timberwolves. I'm praying that these two get their careers back on track, 'cause they're top players, and together, good friends. I think something great's going to happen in Minnesota. Alright, cheers. Woolsey out.